Kelly, and I am back with another video. So this one has a theme that I think a lot of parents are experiencing right now, and that is distance learning. So these are two photos of my grandson who is in second grade this year, and his parents have had to figure out how to get a setup at their house because he does distance learn. Now, it's kind of lucky for him. He only does it one day a week, I guess, depending on how you look at that. That may be good or bad. But he's in the classroom 4 days a week, and then in the middle of the week, they take a day and they learn from home. So that is a picture of him meeting his teacher. And that's the photos we have so far. So the background paper there, the distance learning paper is from Reminisce, and it's called Homeschool. It actually has a homeschool theme on the back, and then this distance learning on the front. And then I took the stripe paper, which is the Echo Park Back to School collection, and that is the school stripes paper. And I really like how that kind of pulls in some of the colors from the bottom, all the stuff on the bottom here. Sometimes it's hard to figure out how to integrate your photos with something that's more photo real. And then I have that wood veneer that says Back to School. So the title reads Distance Learning Back to School. Those are from an Etsy seller. Her name is Shadney. It's Shadnee. She also does have a YouTube channel too. So I did have some things from the pink paisley pink fresh collections, which was called Let's Stay Home. But I ended up not using either the little die cut or this pink piece because they ended up not working with, once I decided to do the stripe paper, they ended up not working with it. So I didn't think that was so great. So right now I have two computers there and a keyboard and a little mouse and that kind of thing. So I'm adding those pieces in there. She has some really great back to school stuff. And then I'm pulling in some pieces from Ellie Studio. So I have that piece that says favorite. I'm trying to figure out how to make this green piece work. I do have a little bit of journaling here to do about meeting his teacher. He did this really cool Star Wars themed introduction to kind of introduce the kids to wearing masks and social distancing at school and that kind of stuff. So there's the other Ellie Studio piece there. And that keeps shifting on me just a little bit. All right, so I'll get those down. Hopefully. This is not that hard. I mean, this layout went actually fairly quickly just because I didn't have to worry about putting a title down because it already was there. And then I'm putting the mouse here. It doesn't work on the right side, plus my grandson's left-handed, so it makes sense that it's sitting on the left-hand side of the computer, even though he's using I think they have Chromebooks in his classroom. So he doesn't need to, have a keyboard and that kind of stuff. Not in the traditional sense anyway. All right, so just playing around with getting this right, and I'm just having a really hard time incorporating this rectangular piece up there. I think if it was a solid white label, it would be different, but it's not, so I don't love it. Kind of playing around with what can I find that might work here. And then I find this circle piece, and I like that idea much better. I think it just flows a little bit better there. So that's what I'm going to end up using. And that's from Ellie Studio as well. And in this case, I kind of held the other pieces and glued from the bottom up. Sometimes I do top down. If you do that and the pieces are right, it makes it easier because you don't have to glue everything. You kind of pull it off and it kind of stick together. Anyway, all right, so there's that. Now I want to spread the color around a little bit more here between the two clusters. So I grabbed some matte dots here. Oh, actually, sorry, before I did that, I was thinking about trying to get that book sticker on, and I'm sorry, this is pulled way down. You're not missing anything. on the bottom here. And I found that I love my teacher sticker. That was from Echo Park Back to School. It's the Element School sticker sheet. So same collection as the striped paper is from. And since he was meeting his teacher, I thought that was cute. So kind of playing again with some more back to school, seeing if anything else would work, adding it onto this. Kind of tapping because I'm not sure what do I do next. Now's when I grab my enamel dots and hit my camera arm there. So I'm going to grab some enamel dots from Freckled Fawn, and they're matte, so they look a little bit almost fuzzy. And I have some really nice blues and greens there that I can use. So I bought these on closeout at one point. I think when I did it, I didn't realize the dots were matte, and they're okay, but I do prefer enamel dots more. So I'll just put a green, 2 greens and a turquoise one in each of the clusters here. Just because then I use up those 2 colorways, because I had 4 green ones and 2 turquoise ones. Don't want to leave things on a sheet to make it hard for me to use them. Did think about the corally color to see if that would work with the red, but it didn't. It wasn't close enough. And then there's the green one that I'm going to put down. So that is really the end. And now you can see what's going on the bottom. You weren't really missing anything because there's nothing on the bottom of the layout actually. Trying to think. Oh, the way that enamel dot sat on the edge of that mouse, it just wasn't working very well. It was teetering a little bit back and forth. All right, guys, so here is the still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you're all well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye, everybody.